In previous episode you saw how we created another section of the garden on 3 different levels. We started planting next to house number 1, which will finish in this episode, and planted 2 levels next to house number 2. Today we'll also work on the 4th level, here. But first... Hi, it's Edyta and Maciek and our journey in creating our home and new dream vacation destination in Tuscany, Italy. Today we talk about creating further parts of the garden on our Italian plat. Before we plant any more plants, we receive a trial order for a special type of curb made of Corten. We want to use this type of material to define the edges of flower beds on flat surfaces where the curb won't be pressed by the soil from the slope. Corten is a unique material that initially appears dark gray but develops a rusty color over time. But it doesn't corrode. It will match the copper elements installed on our buildings. It's set to last up to 100 years. The cost per meter depends on the thickness and height of the material, but it's around 20 euros. If this material proves effective, we'll soon use it for structure covering AC units, structures for clumping flowers like jasmine, which I mentioned in previous episode, and perhaps handrails. Unfortunately, installing this structure in our case turned out to be a bit tricky. There are a lot of stones in the garden that needs to be dug up, otherwise it's impossible to easily drive in a metal curb while maintaining a level surface. Maciek also installed part of the curb at house number 1 and prepared part of the path to assess the final effect. The path will feature more stone and bark on the plant side, so ultimately the metal sheeting will protrude only minimally. In the meantime, I have a few more plants to share with you which we ordered at the garden center. I show you the new ones that weren't in the previous episode. We'll plant some of them in front of house number 1 and the rest by house number 2. I'll show you the result of planting later, but now let's move on to the most interesting part of planting in this episode. As you know, a long stone wall was built along the entrance road leading up to house number 2. While working on the wall along the road, we immediately formed a slope above it, clearing it of all bushes and undergrowth. To prevent the bushes from returning, and this is happening very quickly here, usually they need only 2-3 weeks to grow back, we must either lay down weed control material or plant plants that grow quickly and cover the ground surface, preventing unwanted weeds from growing. We want to take a risk and plant such plants along the road. We start with the part behind house number 2. At the garden center, we were advised to use a plant called Iperico, precisely because of its characteristics, rapid growth and resistance to weed. After growing and flowering, it should look like this. It's designed to create a beautiful flowering area and cover the soil before weeds grow back, which are difficult to remove on a steep slope. First, we clean out the last remaining roots and then we start planting. In this area, we mix Iperico and climbing rosemary. We still have azaleas and camellias to plant in this section. First we clear the slope of any weeds that have grown back, and then we plant flowers. We want them to grow large here and cover the area where the stairs are. This will nicely define privacy in this area and add color. And here's the current result. Let us know in the comments what you think and if you would make any changes. Fun fact, a few days after planting, a weather anomaly occurred that paralyzed half of Tuscany. Heavy frozen snow fell for one day. Keep your fingers crossed that this doesn't ruin our work. To share our little piece of Tuscany with you, we work with local farmers and artisans to create the finest products. Check them out in our online store.